have great taste, especially with your radio choice. Thank you for spending a little time with Gary and Bristol on Kiss Country 93.7.
That's Luke Combs. Ain't No Love in Oklahoma. Kiss Country 93.7. Wake up. It's Gary and Bristol. 74 now, but into the upper 90s for a high again this afternoon. Just lovely. Oh, and listen, if you're going to be on I-220 anytime today between 8 a.m. and 3 p.m., I saw the big flashing neon sign on my way in this morning that says, okay, lane closures again today, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Now, that's on the I-220 westbound side, and it looks to me like it's confined to the area around the Cross Lake Bridge. Don't know if that also applies to the eastbound side, but I can tell you they said 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. today, westbound side for sure. And I saw this last week when they did that, and I'm telling you, there was traffic backed up for miles. So if you want to avoid that anytime between 8 and 3 today, for sure, avoid I-220 westbound anywhere near the Cross Lake Bridge. And it might be that you want to do the same on the eastbound side. Old Dominion, one-man band. Shreveport Bossier's number one for new country. It's Kiss Country 93.7. Thanks for letting us wake up with you. It's Gary and Bristol. Of course, I mentioned a minute ago that LSU and USC season opener this Sunday night. It's going to be at 6:30 on ABC. But before that, high school football. We got those Friday night lights. Bossier High School Football Jamboree Friday night at Airline High School like they do every year. It's from the Bossier Lions Club. Gates are going to open at 4:30. The pregame festivities starting at 5:15. And then they've got these little abbreviated 2-quarter games. 3 of those. First one is going to be at 5:45. That's Airline and Parkway. And then after that, Bossier and Plain Dealing at 7:15. And the nightcap, Benton and Houghton, kick off around 8:45 Friday night. Tickets will be $8 for adults and students. Children 5 and under get in free. If you've got questions about that, anything else that might be going on, all the info in your Kiss Country app.
Nothing puts the good in your morning like Gary and Bristol on Kiss Country 93.7.
Kiss Country 93.7. Good morning, it's Gary and Bristol. One of us is having a birthday today.
Woo-hoo!
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bristol. Happy birthday to you.
You're looking at me like I'm supposed to start singing to myself.
No. She's celebrating all day today. And in honor of your celebration, you know, the whole birthday week, even the gang with the Ray Forcier Memorial Rodeo are getting in on the action. Oh. They're throwing a rodeo in your honor this Friday and Saturday.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Aw,
they just named it the Ray Forcier Memorial Rodeo because of Ray. But if Ray were still with us, he would say, you know what?
He would want it to be a part of the birth week festivities.
Yes. Now you're catching on. I see.
But in honor of Ray, we're going to do the rodeo in honor of Ray.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But it's still your birthday week.
In honor of Ray.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, Ray Forcier Memorial Rodeo this Friday and Saturday at the Willie Wagner Arena in Benton, right there beside the Benton High School. Gates opening 6:30 both nights. Of course, all the events open or start at 8 o'clock, and they got all the big stuff. You know, they've got the barrel racing or barrel riding, barrel racing. That's what it's called, barrel racing. Yeah, bull riding, steer wrestling. Calf scramble. Oh, and that's pretty cool because all the little kids get a brand new crisp $1 bill.
Aww.
They've got Katie Lynn English coming in with her horse riding specialty acts. Admission for this, $10 for adults, kids 5 and under. But coming up here at 7:15 with ticket trivia, in honor of Bristol's birthday, we're giving away tickets.
That's so kind.
See? 4-pack of tickets.
I mean, they just keep giving and giving.
Yes, we're giving away 4 tickets for the whole family to go to the Ray Forcier Memorial Rodeo coming up this weekend.
All right, I'm in.
You just have to sing happy birthday to Bristol when you get there, if you win.
Oh.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bristol.
It's Gary and and Bristol on Shreveport, Bossier's #1 for new country. Kiss Country 93.7.
Shreveport, Bossier's #1 for new country. It's Kiss Country 93.7. Bristol and the Idiot.
Oh, whatever.
Entertaining you all morning long. You know, we do have LSU football this Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
We got the Bossier High School Football Jamboree Friday night.
Yep.
There is the Ray Forcier Memorial Rodeo coming, which is not this weekend.
That's okay.
It's next weekend, September 6th and 7th.
We got a 4-pack of tickets for you. However, if you were wondering what the heck was the answer to Friday's question, here it is. According to experts, 1 of every 10 cars on the road have at least one of these in them right now. We wanted to know what that was, and I think that number was conservative, by the way. I think, like, way more cars than that have it. But the answer was French fries.
Okay, today's question. Just over 90% of all of this year's college freshmen have never used one of these machines before. Talk about making you feel old. Just over 90% of all this year's college freshmen have never used one of these machines before. What's that machine? 725-5477. It'll win you a 4-pack of tickets for the Ray Forcier Memorial Rodeo, which is next weekend, September the 6th and 7th. 725-KISS. That's Toby. God love her. Kiss Country 93.7, Gary and Bristol. God love her. She wanted to lower herself to be equal to men. I'm just telling you right now, that's not the goal of women, I don't believe.
Oh, my gosh.
National Women's Equality Day today. And we're celebrating women all this morning. Just trying to recognize that there are certain things that women are just better at. And, you know, I mean, we know that men are... we're bigger and for the most part stronger. I mean, if you're, looking at the generalization of the gender.
Right.
But women just innately have a different set of skills that makes them better socially. They're nurturing.
Yeah, I think our soft skill set is better.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And when it comes to, and guys would be blown away. We mentioned this a little while ago. Women are better shooters. They've just got a steadier hand. They're better welders because of that. They're, traditionally just, when it comes to needing a steady hand, women have the edge on men on that.
Hey, Gary, we already know that you think that women rule.
Well, I do. So we're looking this morning for other things. What are some of the things where you just know for a fact women are just better than men?
My mommy's better at cooking.
I'm going to say most women are better cooking.
Now, I grew up in a household when my mother was a better baker, my dad was a better cook.
Really?
Yeah, I know. Go figure.
What else? I mean, and let's stay away from the stereotypical
the generalizations,
stuff.
Yeah.
What is it that you've come to realize in your life? Women are just better than men. 725-5477, 725-KISS.
My #1 station.
#1, Gary and Bristol. Another reason we're #1. Kiss Country 93.
That's Carrie Underwood, blown away. We're Kiss Country 93.7, Gary and Bristol. And today, National Women's Equality Day.
Why's that got to be on my birthday? I don't know if there's a subliminal message in that or not.
Now, I'm going to tell you. I think that it's because, when you were born, they realized, oh, my God, we have upset the apple cart now. Up until now, we allowed women to be lesser. And now that we have Bristol, she has elevated the game. She broke the curve.
You were so full of
Isn't that good?
I mean...
It's logical, right?
No.
Yes. There are certain things women are just better at than men. We mentioned this already. The social skills. They're better networkers. They're, as a whole... When a little kid gets sick, and I was a single dad. When the baby gets sick.
You still want your mama.
You want your mom.
I know.
Because she's the one that's going to make the chicken noodle soup.
Exactly.
She's the one that's going to kiss the bobo and make it all better.
Exactly.
Dad is going to be like, rub some dirt on it, boy. I don't see a bone sticking out.
Where's the blood?
Yeah. So what about you? What do you think? What are women better at than men as a whole?
Multitasking.
So y'all just have this innate ability to be able to kind of, throw your brain out there to several things at one time.
Yes. Hey, I'm a mom, and I have to cook and clean and do everything at the same time, so it's not very easy.
They've tested positive, but not in a good way.
Careful. These two have proven to be highly contagious. It's Gary and Bristol on Kiss Country 93.7.
Kiss Country 93.7. It's Gary and Bristol. Thanks for letting us go to work with you. Got your 60-minute music marathon coming up here at 8:30. Today, of course, we've been celebrating all morning National Women's Equality Day. Brittany Lacayo, though, she's an attorney in Houston. She doesn't want to be equal. She wants to be the world record holder.
Okay, what's going on here?
She's got the widest tongue of anyone in the world.
Okay.
I swear. Have you seen this? It's on our website. MyKissCountry937.com. Take a look. She had heard about Emily Schlenker's tongue.
How wide was Emily's tongue?
Emily's tongue was 2.89 inches across. So Brittany's friend's like, I think yours is bigger than that. And, there she is sticking her tongue out, and her friends are measuring it, and they're like, yeah, yours is bigger than hers.
Okay, I'm looking for this.
She contacts the people at Guinness, and sure enough, her tongue is 3.11 inches wide. At its widest point, it's wider than a hockey puck.
Oh.
Do you see that?
My God.
I mean, she's got a mouthful of tongue.
Holy cow.
Yes. Just look at this. In your Kiss Country app.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
No, seriously,
She's got 4 lollipops, and she can lick them all 4 at one time.
Dude, if you haven't downloaded the app yet, this is reason right here. Holy cow. This is wild.
And she's an attorney.
Well, at least maybe she can monetize it, right?
I'm just wondering, if you're Brittany, does your tongue always stay tied? Or yeah, he's here all week. That's Drew Baldridge. She's somebody's daughter. Kiss Country 93.7, Gary and Bristol. Phys ed teacher at a high school in Texas. 1 week ago today, he proved that wasn't the brightest star in the class.
Okay.
He called the cops to tell them that the hooker he hired had stole his money.
So I'm taking it that this wasn't a fisherman.
No.
Okay.
Rolando Ramos, gym teacher at a high school in Laredo, Texas, right near the Mexican border. He's also the quarterback's coach for the football team. Well, police show up. That's when he tells them he tried to pay a prostitute for sexual services, said the worker took his $100 bill and ran away.
I mean, PE teacher.
He's wanting the cops to track her down and get his money back. But instead, guess what they did? They arrested him for soliciting a prostitute because it's not legal in Texas. They did eventually find her nearby. Not clear if Rolando got his money back or not. School he works for said they immediately put him on administrative leave pending the outcome of the investigation. So Rolando is, still behind bars.
Out on Bondo. I don't know.
Out on Bondo?
Dumb. I know.
Making that ride to work fun.
Come on now, Junior, take a wild ride.
It's Gary and Bristol on Kiss Country 93.7.
That's brand new from Parma Lee. Gonna love you. Kiss Country 93.7. Gary and Bristol. Got a Lafayette woman that is making national news right now. She got a viral post about the amount of homework that her little first grader got. I mean, it was like the second day of school, And the little first grader got 4 pages of homework.
Oh, my goodness.
On the second day of school. She says he already doesn't get home from school until 4 p.m. Then he had to sit for another hour plus to complete more work. And because of this, there's a bunch of parents there in the Lafayette area that are saying, hey, this is right. This is getting out of control.
Okay.
And some people are saying, hey, look, until that kid gets in high school, I don't even make them do their homework. And I don't know that that's the right attitude.
What are you teaching your children for work ethic on that?
One lady who's a second grade teacher said, I just don't believe in assigning an elementary kid homework. She says, it's pointless. Let them be kids. The story's on your Kids Country app. Take a look at that. But do we have problems here locally, you think, with that?
I don't really know. I mean, but the thing is let the kids be kids. Absolutely. However, they still got to be able to read.
Right.
And, encouraging mom and dad to sit down with, Sarah or Billy and helping them to go through their spelling words or that kind of thing is a good thing.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so do kids have too much homework? And, is it to the point to where you've actually brought it up to the teacher or the administration and said, hey, look, he's a third grader. Why in the world has Johnny got to do 2 hours more when he gets home from school?
I'm not talking research papers here, but I think a little bit of homework is good.
And that's what we'll hit on tomorrow morning. Is your kid got too much homework? And if so, have you done anything about it? Did you see the meter move in any direction? We'll get your thoughts bright and early tomorrow morning. Make sure you wake up with us. Gary and Bristol, Kiss Country 93.7.
Thanks for spending your morning with us. Gary and Bristol on Shreveport, Bossier's #1 for new country. Kiss Country 93.7.